One touch, and this time on his left foot. Preciso with this game, why couldn't he do that for me? He hit the back of the net.
It's the goal you needed, Richard. Mistakes like that.
Nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator.
It's favour how a goal can swing a time. Parsley did this exactly the same scenario, he completed it. His first game that we saw tonight against Pfizer, he was 2-0 down within his first 45 minutes, then brought it back to 2-2.
Well, Derek, with the form that the visitors are in, it's just a case of
that comeback ability is just starting the games where
keep the football like it is, there won't be a problem. Looking forward to today.
Really get his foot on the ball and score the first goal.
Well, that's not watertight defending.
Save off. A bit too heavy there, Ashford. It was going to be an offside call anyway.
Rodrigo.
Not really seen too much of that with Rashford in this event in total.
That will be a corner.
Especially if got more of an impact on the game.
Yeah. So he sort of goes hiding in these scenarios because of the quality of players he's around, or just the nicest ways of players are. Yes, he's great, but a little bit like Saint-Maximin. I know there's a difference in ratings there, but he's not the player you want to be maybe finishing with. He's the player that gets into those right areas, then offloads the ball to your Neymars, your Mbappe's, your Ronaldo's.
What I'm going to say, something very similar to that point. If you've got the opportunity to pass one more to Ronaldo, or one more to Pele, or take a shot with Rashford, 9 times out of 10 you're looking for that pass. Not saying that Rashford can't finish those chances, but the percentage of scoring with Ronaldo over Rashford is significantly increased.
He wants you to come close to you so he can get past you. So as defenders normally
Ideally from Cristiano, they try to just loft that ball.
He normally finds the best spot.
To the path of Pele. I feel like Ramvazo's being the stronger of the two, seems scoring that goal. Gabriel with a pause cue.
Skipping away.
We'll see who will bring on the Sandrini. Onside another fresh legs. Can't say off. To change as well, this fellow icon in. Right, just couldn't find that number 2. 1-2. Find the second pass he was looking for.
Going short. Determined defending.
What's that run? What's the ongoing run? He could be through. What's the ball? That could be Bruno Fernandes. That extra ounce of pace that he needed.
You almost wanted the role for a virtual and Bruno passing to Pele.
Good skill and he's managed to beat his man.
Got his full that pause now. Here we go. In the POV of Gabriel, Rich. I mean, what's going to change here? What options are on the bench?
You've got info Paulinho. Looks like the only change coming on as a left centre mid, replacing Bruno Fernandes. The rest of the bench, we've got the informed João Felix, I think that was. Recently, he picked up a Player of the Month foot item. Not faced him yet, but I'm certainly considering completing the Player of the Month João Felix. Especially for the not that much of a coin sort of sink, about 350k, and yet a really good, well-rounded, upgraded João Felix for it as well.
Yeah, so that triple change. Sandrini come on. That's one of those 3 changes. Makes sense though. Rampazzo needs a goal to equalise the tie. Ronaldo went for that fake shot, tried to get past Cole Walker. Leo. Let's add a bit more energy into the midfield. There's no item. Chinese Super League. Paulinho. If he can just sort of create one more chance. Even at that stage, Rich, leaving this game with 2 goals for 1 isn't the worst case scenario. Unless Yusuf Attal straight off the bench goes for a cheeky chip in the box. So panicked because he didn't have enough pace, you could tell.
I just think he didn't have any confidence shooting with Attal. He was trying to offload it to the other striker there. Wrong pass decision in my book right there. I think maybe he can go for
Beleza.
The next pass or a triangle through ball. Should say wide through ball.
Opportunity in the wide area. Rodrigo.
Mendy.
Aí, foda.
He's out of position. Can he capitalise on that?
And you have to say,
Gap on the left hand side. It's that high through ball that he's looking for. It's very, very heavy. But Usman Dembele's fresh off the bench. Able to win that referee. That's leg on concluded. It's a very slight, small advantage to Gabriel at the halfway point. This is a bracket final game. Richard Rampazzo just seems like a confident at the moment. Just able to start the game as he would have wanted to in terms of scoring the first goal, getting rid of those nerves. It seems like he concedes early, he concedes both goals, it seems, in the first half.
Yeah, we're going to see the best moments of this first leg right here in the losers bracket final. Great finish from Cristiano Ronaldo there, all the confidence to shoot on his left foot. Rampazzo did get an opportunity, he had Clarence stayed off, this was a 2-0 down. Just waiting on the edge of the box, he moved sort of left to right, waiting for an opportunity to arise, slid it into Ronaldo, who's finished past the goalkeeper, and this was the chance. I just think he took an extra touch too long in the sprinting animation. Maybe he could have took an earlier touch. Used Fatal, not the player he was last year in regards to the shapeshifter or the team of the season Fatal, that he could really play as like a right cam or an attacking player. He doesn't have the shooting stats as of yet with the road to the final 82 rated, so it was the right decision to pass, but I think the timing of the pass was the sort of the error in that goal. You're going to see it one more time there. He just took an extra. He defended really well, did Gabriel. He got across, he made sure that he couldn't sweat it at the time that he wanted to. He had to try a different type of pass, and unfortunately the error came in and didn't score from it.
It was always difficult in that scenario as well, just because of, for a lot of people, obviously, centre back to him, but also defending and he pulled back to try and do what he could in that scenario. If you have just joined us, welcome along to the start of a very exciting season. The FIFA 21 Global Series. This is only qualified number 1 of 5 for South America. If you're not aware of how the Global Series is being played this year, it is being played online. That includes tournaments from Europe next weekend. That will be, I'm sure, Kyle and Levi will break down that sort of calendar breakdown or this month's breakdown. Plenty of tournaments taking place, as I said, Europe, North America, West Asia, East Asia, Oceania, South America. There's so much FIFA esports to digest, and of course over the coming months, so make sure you do stay tuned in. Familiarise yourself with your current surroundings, because there'll be lots more of this to come. But speaking of this second leg, Richard, as we know, you win the game, you're into the final. But if your team are 10, you're thinking, we've had a pretty good start. We've had a pretty good start to the competitive year, because we've got 3 out of 4 players in the Xbox finals, and we're guaranteed to have an Xbox final as well.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're playing as R10, you're thinking, look, we've already won. Really, we've got players guaranteed in the final. We've got players who are going to be guaranteed some global series ranking points at the end of it. Looks like we're going through a slight technical difficulty right here. We'll get the game restarted as soon as possible between these two. 2-1 currently. Gabriel does lead. Everything is being remote broadcasted right now, so we will run into a couple of issues. Apologies for any delay. We'll get that game restarted as soon as possible. But if you're talking about the other regions, Brandon, we've got Europe next week, and pretty surprising, the number of the players that you expect to see at these European events not qualify for it.
Well, I think we know that Europe is always going to dominate in terms of the numbers of sign-ups it gets for the Global Series, number of players, and as I said, the level of talent as well that you often see from that region in Europe. As you said, so many big names that may not qualify for the live show, the live event, but they've all picked them. There'll be a lot of players out there because of Global Series points that we'll talk about more next week. That'll be next weekend, that tournament. Of course, next Saturday and Sunday. Europe will break down how it will play out in the first qualifier of the year. Looking forward to seeing that. I mean, let's talk about formations for just a quick couple of minutes while we wait to jump back into this game. Again, this will go out to the Twitch chat. Let us know your favourite formation at the moment in FIFA.
Cara, o que é isso, mano?
Or if you are a verified player playing qualifiers, what formation is working for you? Because the 4-4-2 seems like it's coming back in, Richard, and a couple of players seem to be back in it and playing very well with it.
Well, it enables you to think on pass between the two strikers. You also, you would say, get more control over the manual player lock as well when you press L3 and R3 together, and you can make better runs off of the ball. Something we've not really seen too much of. I've seen 4-2-3-1, 4-2-2, 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, 4-3-1-2. I mean, just saying that question right there, if you said that 12 months ago, I guarantee you the chat would have been 90% 4-2-3-1. And right now, you look at it, loads of different variations, loads of different formations. So it just goes to show that, yes, there is meta players that everybody uses. Mendy, Varane, Gomez, Walker, Kante, Rashford, etc. There are meta tactics that everybody uses. The stepovers in the final third, reverse elastic roll, looking for the cutback. But there's not really a so-called meta formation. There is multiple different formations that you can have success with. I got 26 wins playing 4-3-2-1 on weekend league, so that's a formation that I've never really tried in the past. I felt success with it, I felt like it worked for my play style, and I enjoyed playing with it. Doesn't mean that it's the best formation, just means it's the best for you and how you play FIFA.
And I think this is every single edition of the game as well. We'll change up that meta or change up what is a D formation to use. I'm sure there's people out there, we've been there, you watch pros, we watch a lot of pro FIFA action, you think, is that the formation we use? I think that's why the 4-2-3 was so dominant for such a long time, because everybody was using the same formation. It was the way to play FIFA. Do let us know, guys, in the chat, who you think is going to win this game, to change the subject again on its head. Who do you think will come out on top? Gabriel all-round Parzo, Gabriel leading by 2 goals to 1, if you remember, from leg number 1. Still also play for in this, but as you said, it's interesting to see just the wide range of formations that people are enjoying this year, and it's refreshing to see.
We're going to be getting this game very, very shortly underway. Do not go anywhere, because the South American FIFA Global Series qualifier will be coming very shortly indeed. That game underway anytime soon. Don't go anywhere.
On the sideline, yellow Jones, cause it's running my time. Don't do nothing you regret. My whole crew is with the yes. Hey, we out here trying to get this way. All day, every day, how ever on the takes. We got the conversation for the days. You ain't it's my enemies getting to the guap. Every day it's another hustle. See me, y'all don't wanna see me bubble. Go ahead and hate from the distance. If you pull up, cancel Christmas. Don't do nothing you'll regret. My whole crew is with the DF. Hey, we out here trying to get this right. Every day, how I want to kiss. You got the conversation for the ladies.
Well, welcome back once again to the FIFA 21 Global Series South America Qualifier 1. We do apologise for the couple of minute delay there. As you know, the game just disconnected in front of us. As you said, this is a full remote broadcast. The Global Series this year is all played online. If you have just joined us, you're not aware of the scenario. We are currently in for a loser bracket grand final, Richard. And if people haven't been following the action tonight, what is the game score? What's the scenario we're in at the moment?
Yeah, so we started off today with 4 players remaining on Xbox. We had Rampazzo and Fizit. They were in the winners bracket, meaning that in the qualifier up to this date, they have not lost a match as of yet. Fizit won that match 6-2, meaning that he is now in the grand final. What happened then? Sunday faced off against Gabriel. We see the official confirmation of the bracket. It was Gabriel beating Resende, so he then moved on to the losers bracket final. The game that we're currently watching right now, Rampazzo against Gabriel. We watched one leg
Mentira.
of that game. We're getting into the second leg right now. Gabriel currently leading 2 goals to 1 in this matchup. But with half of the game left to play, technically we've got 1 leg remaining, and we'll see how this game does finalise. The winner of this match will be playing against Pfizer in our grand final.
I mean, let's talk about the grand final as well, Rich, because that's not going to be an accurate score. It will be a best of 3 scenario, and for the winner of this game, they've got to win sort of 2 best of 3 rounds, Rich.
They do indeed. It'll be 2-legged games of FIFA, but the player coming from the losers bracket has to win 2 two-legged matches of FIFA. So technically 4 legs of FIFA, they have to have won. Whereas the player from the winners bracket, Pfizer, he already has a 1 point lead, meaning that he only has to win 1 two-legged series. Which
What do you want to get involved
later
in the conversation? Do let us know maybe who you think will win that grand final when we get there. Exclamation, which is a hashtag FGS21 if you want to get yourselves involved in the conversation online on Twitter, FGS21. Well, let's get our teeth into this one then. It will be Rampazzo kicking from right to left in that Brazilian strip. The other side of that, it will be Gabriel from left to right in the R10 esports strip. As you said, both of these two representing Ronaldinho's own esports team. I mean, where is he in the team, Richard? That's the question. I mean, price-wise at the moment, I'm sure he's quite expensive, but in past FIFAs, he's popped up now and then at LAN events, let's say, when all players are available.
Yeah, the prime Ronaldinho certainly has the 94 rated left winger. I don't think the base or the mid icon would really feature. I remember last year, Danny used the prime icon moments in a number of events that were played online. That was the 95 rated Ronaldinho.
The chance early on, Richard, to just play off the second and Mbappe. Final Quadrado. On his first touch, there's no other options to recycle. If he recycles it well, then he plays a fantastic through ball. Does Clarence say off? Rashford turns with pace into Johan Cruyff, and lovely little accelerated flank shot down the byline, dancing in the box. You've got to be careful this year, especially going into any sort of tackle in the box.
Yeah, simply cannot press circle inside the box.
It's an early start for Rampazzo, yet to score the first goal in any of the matches that he has played tonight. On string, great, fantastic idea that was. It was Pele that peeled off for Gabriel. Covered.
The defensive awareness of Jogo there, just making sure right place, right time to get across and put that pass out. I like the pace of this second leg. Started with a real good flow.
He just knows as well, which how important it is that he gets the first goal, because there's been many a times where he's been down 2 goals, 3 goals, 4 goals, and it's just too big a mountain to climb.
Mentira.
Need to see more from those sort of star icons in the team. Look, Johan Cruyff and Pele, in all honesty, just have been involved in a couple of attacks, but in terms of being on the score sheet, we saw Cruyff pick up 1 goal for Rampazzo.
I would probably certainly say that Pele has had more impact in the tournament up to date, comparing Cruyff and Pele's stats.
Bora, goleiro, filha de uma puta.
Options also on the wing, Richard, whether it's Mbappe or Neymar, also been great, just put him on the wing. There's going to be a chance, and he's going to break the deadlock early on. He will. Fantastic ball on.
Mentira.
Talking about the Mbappes and the Neymars. Those players that can just add so much to your Arsenal on the wings. And that's the first time in tonight's tournament, in tonight's broadcast, that Rampazzo has scored the first goal. Is this the time where he breaks the curse and
Mentira,
maybe
boy.
to himself a place in that grand final for a rematch?
Truly beautiful accelerated touch there inside the box. The bridge just opening up the space. Such a sort of direct, aggressive move.
Ai, teve a chance de fazer o gol, cara.
Really perfect defenders. As you saw a perfect example of it right there with Kylian Mbappé.
Que merda, hein, cara. Vai tomar no cu, jogo ridículo.
Gabriel, a single chance, he could have gone around his box. It's the closest he's come, but he's in possession now. Neymar, to Lauren Block, trying to overload the midfield there, Ronaldo. Looking for some options out wide. Cristiano Ronaldo will just have that fake shot to the ball, he pulled away. Jogo is there, not recovered with the puck in. Player Rampazzo, he needs to. Different performance. If there's any chance that he will get a place in a grand final, it will be a top 3 finish from him. Pass, not one to remember from Gabriel.
You've got to say, since we sort of had that break in the game, and now we've come flying out of the blocks in this second leg matchup. Rampazzo has looked like a completely different beast.
Oh no!
Ooh, could have been disastrous from Gabriel at the back.
Well, you expect your goalkeeper to get 2 hands on it, 2 safe hands. Instead it was a carry away, and before it was there, all Cristiano Ronaldo on the edge of the box. Being sunned off. Such a small thing though, isn't it? Which can have such a big impact. That little break, you said, that little break in play, about 5-10 minutes. Be the real difference. Since they start again. And Rampazzo knew how important it was for him to score the first one to bring the game all square. Bruno Fernandes into Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo trying to get on his right boot. Hello, got to step overs. Going to speed this attack up, trying to make it even more unpredictable. Cristiano Ronaldo getting his back to goal. Jogo trying to press the ball. Bruno Fernandes, fantastic close control ball and eventually possession. Staying his hands, and that will do us for the first 45 here, but in all honesty, Richard, it's the best 45 we've actually seen from Rampazzo.
Absolutely, dominant in possession, 65% of the ball. He's limited Gabriel to 0 chances at his goal, and you might be thinking, why did Gabriel not take a shot there as he was approaching half-time? He knew that if he kept the ball in Rampazzo's final third, he would have been able to create a chance. He would have been able to. The referee wouldn't have blown full time, or should say half time. He would have blown the whistle, basically. And he knew that if he kept the ball high up in the opposition's attacking third, he would